Hello everybody! Today we've been invited to Chris' place and it's really a great honor for us to be allowed to play on his table. It's magnificent. It's a kind of 1994 style table and you'll be absolutely fascinated. Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you very much, and it's really a bespoke table, especially crafted for today's Jubilee.
And
we're really looking forward for the battle, and I'm battling with my Eldar force against
the Orks. Two armies from back then which haven't played against each other yet. We wanted to do something special one day, and I think the day has come.
And it's also a special point value. Both have 1,250 points. So let's see. Okay, and these are my 1,250 points of Eldar on the beautiful sculpted and painted Imperial landing platform. The army is led by a Warlock Master Tenerian. He's equipped with Les Pistol, Chainsaw, Power Fist, and has combat trucks. My second character is a Dark Reaper Exarch, Kaliath, also equipped with a Les Pistol and the Blade of Destruction. He has a displacer field and of course the famous Dark Reaper missile launcher and the Exarch abilities Fast Shot and Stealth. From the squad section I've taken a lot of units this time, starting with the 10 Eldar Guardians with Shuriken Catapults. Then I included 5 Guardians on jet bikes. They are all equipped with twin Shuriken Catapults, although I think 2 models have a Shuriken cannon on it, but for the matter of the game they are all equipped with twin Shuriken Catapults. Furthermore, I got 4 Warp Spiders with their infamous Death Spinners.
I'm lucky you didn't include their infamous Exarch.
Then furthermore, my second Aspect Warrior squad are the Striking Scorpions with their chainswords and Mandi Blasters, of course. And I think it's the first time I painted them up lately. A squad of 7 Eldar Rangers or Eldar Scouts, and the leader, as shown on the model, is equipped with a power sword. And they have mesh armor and, as a special from the Eldar Scouts, the Cameline covered armor, so they are harder to hit, so -1 to hit applied when shooting at them. And only 1 unit from the support section, maybe you've spotted it already, beside the jet bikes is a Viper jet bike with a Shuriken cannon and a Les cannon. So let's see how they will perform against the Green Menace.
Okay, these are exactly 1,250 points of Orks. As you can see, I've included my war boss. He's got displacer field, spike armor, combat trucks. I've got 1 Gretchen standard. I've got 1 commando captain with a conversion field and meta gun, and meta bombs. 1 mechanic with telescopic legs, flamer, and custom shooter. 1 runtard with bull pistol and power sword. Most of them have swords or some kinds of swords. I've got 1 pain boy with vaccine squig and a chainsword and meta bombs, including a bionic leg carrying assistant for 5 points, I think. And then I've got 2 mobs of death skulls, 3 of them with custom combi weapons, 3 of them with heavy bolters. And we've got 9 Goths led by a Nob. This one is important because he's got a higher leadership, including 2 Scowboys, 22 Gretchen, 1 Dreadnought, 1 War Buggy, and we've also got a pulsar rocket and a tractor cannon. I wanted to include a war bike, which I forgot, and therefore we reduced the amount of Gretchen by 1 and added the vaccine squig. Most of these models were painted either by Josh, thank you very much, or by Patrick. I did most of the Goths as well as the Army Commander, Mechanic, Blood X, Captain Painboy, Standard, and some of the Blood X. And this one over there, our small pulsar rocket. Okay, and these are 1250 points of Orks. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, we've deployed our troops on this beautifully decorated table. Let's start with my army today, as I'm closer to them. As you can see, there's already a strategy card in the middle of the table, and this one is force marched. We told each other, normally you don't do this, we told each other our missions, and I'm trying to use my troops to prevent Alex from achieving his mission. Alex has got take and hold, whereas I've got hold the line.
And the take and hold marker is exactly the center of the battlefield, which has been beautifully painted by Chris, so it's quite good to recognize. So in order to gain the victory points, I have to take control of the center of the battlefield.
And here are my Blood X, including their commander, the Blood X Commando Captain, inside this beautiful forest, and they're quite close to the enemy army commander. Then we've got some, the magazines atop of the weapons are the heavy bolters. They're inside the forest next to the mechanic. We've got my 2 vehicles. We've got the war boggy in front of the dreadnought, so technically this one has to be shot first. Then lots of Gretchen, 22 of them, already at the edge of the platform. And over there you can see my army commander, most of the characters, and the custom combi weapons and the support weapons. And these are my 1250 deployed, and in the edge you can already see the first units of Alex.
Yeah, I used my scouts to occupy the tower, so they have a great view upon the green menace below them.
And the powerful weapons, which don't have to roll for toughness, are really able to reap.
Yeah. It really looks absolutely beautiful in the bunker with the scouts. Okay, then my warp spiders are in my left book. They are of course hidden. My Viper is on slow speed, as well as my jet bikes. And the rest of my army, the Guardians, including the Dark Reaper Exarch and my Warlock Master, have put them into hiding into the next forest, because it's a high probability that the Orks will start the battle because of their doubling the strategy rating, so have to be a little bit cautious not to get blasted in the first turn. And maybe you noticed my striking scorpions are not yet in play, because I got a strategy card, probably you're aware which one, and they will probably enter the battle in a later stage.
Alex, didn't you have a second Guardian squad?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they set the jet bikes.
Okay.
So one Guardian Squad on foot,
Mhm.
10 men.
I thought you had two of these ones,
No.
the beautiful
And
old models. No.
at home I have another 10 on
Okay.
foot, but in today's battle only 10 are appeared.
And before we will reveal more stretchy cards, we have to roll to see who goes first.
So I've got a stretch rating of 4
Plus,
plus 2
2,
6. So
and I have
Marcus
6,
will
so I have
start
1.
because he has
Yeah,
6
you
already.
needn't
You
roll.
cannot roll less than a
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
so it's still gonna be 7.
Okay, so the Orks start the battle, and in a moment Chris will tell you something about the beautiful decorated battlefield.
That's ideal. It's a beautiful place to infiltrate.
Okay, so this is the table setup that I have chosen for today's battle of 1250 points between Marcus's Orks and Alex's Eldar. Both of them did not know what to expect when they came to me today. I invited both of them, not showing them any of the table setup before, so they could not really prepare. And it's a labor of love for me putting all of this together. It's what I've been working on mostly for the past 5 months, and I was holding back to post anything or any work in progress pictures in any of the Facebook groups. I did not upload anything to my blog. So all of that stuff I kept hidden until both of them came to my house today. So over here, what we see right here, this beautiful terrain piece that I'm pretty sure all of the old Warhammer players do recognize from, I don't know, countless issues of White Dwarf magazines in which it was used to show off the newest releases of beautiful Citadel models. This is a 3D print. It's done on a filament printer that a friend of mine has printed out for me. It's a design that you can find online by a creator called Dr. Spork. I'm pretty sure if you're also familiar with Josh's channel, The Crown of Command, he's been on there quite regularly. He's been giving him some interviews, and he's also in the 2nd edition Facebook group as far as I know. So this is a design done by him. You can find it online if you look up Dr. Spork. So that's one of the pieces that he designed. I like it really much. It's a classic 2nd edition piece of terrain, and yeah, it just fits on any table. I just love it. Then over here in the other corner of the battlefield, we got this beautiful bunker slash position for a support gun or a devastator squad. Imperial guardsmen with their lace cannons and autocannons and artillery pieces would find a beautiful position to place themselves in. This is also a design that you can find from Dr. Spork online.
Maybe even for Arbeits trying.
It could also be a
Fight
headquarter of
against
the
Cheats and
Arbeits too, yeah. So another classic piece of terrain. This one did appear in a couple of White Dwarf issues in some of the battle reports that they did. So that's another piece that I'm pretty sure a lot of the old folks are recognizing from late 90s releases. And then obviously we got the battle bunker over there, for which we have removed the rooftop. You can see the rooftop right here. Would actually be put on top of the tower, but we removed it so Alex could put his Eldar scouts in it. This is a design that you would find online by a creator named Ursus 3D. A very talented gentleman that I know from quite a lot of exchange of private messages. So another piece of classic 40k 2nd edition terrain. If you flip open the rulebook from 2nd edition, it's on the inside of the cover sheet of the rulebook of 2nd edition. So this one is from Ursus 3D. Also from Ursus 3D is the landing platform. Another piece that we all do recognize if we are old enough to have actively played 2nd edition. This has been in a White Dwarf magazine, and I can remember when I was a young kid flipping through the pages of that magazine, looking at that piece of terrain, and I was thinking to myself, man, I want to do this. I want to have a piece of terrain like that. 20 years later, I still didn't have it. And then somebody who has access to a 3D printer just fulfilled a long-term dream of mine. And all it took was me putting it together and painting it, which was taking me almost 6 weeks. But I think it paid off. I hope you guys agree. If you like it as much as I do, put it underneath in the comments. Tell me which of the terrain pieces you like the most. And then the last piece that I want to introduce is also by Ursus 3D. It's this beautiful bunker that is also one of the staples of 2nd edition battle reports. There was several different designs. I know this is just one of them, and there should be 3 or 4 different others that you probably remember from back in the day. I have some of them still on the painting table, so this is not the entire collection that I have put together for the battle report. There's still more to come, so you gotta watch more of our video reports, obviously, if you want to see it all. And then there's a lot of other terrain pieces on the table, mostly stuff like the little ruins that are basically the cardboard terrain that came in the core box of 2nd edition, but it is 3D printed. This is not filament printed, this is actually resin printed. I don't know who exactly the creator of those is, because I was gifted these pieces and I just painted them. Handcrafted is, for example, those saber-tooth tank traps. This is just, well, painted, what's it called, styrodur. It's basically insulation material that was just cut and painted and dry brushed. Same with the craters. They're just pieces of styrofoam with some filler and some spackle and some sand and flock and just dry brushed. So all of this is handmade. Same as most of the forest pieces that you see on the table today. The hills that you can see, there's 3 of them. As far as I know, these were produced by GW a long time ago. I'm pretty sure they're original Citadel scenery, at least as far as I'm concerned. If I'm wrong and you know where they are from, put it in the comments underneath the battle report, please.
Maybe we'll give one of them away for the 100th birthday of the channel.
Yeah, but only if you have subscribed to the channel until then. Alright, and yeah, that's it. A shout out to the friends of the channel that have gratulated us to our 3rd birthday video. And also special thanks and heartfelt greetings to a friend of mine over in France. So Alexis, if you see this battle report, thanks for the help that you provided me with some of the pieces that I did for the table today, and hope to talk to you soon.
Okay, because of my high statue rating when it is rolled to see who goes first, because of my 6 I was able to go first, and therefore I spent the first Overwatch marker on my Blood Axe, on the Death Skulls and the Mechanic in the Forest, as well as on the Gretchen. Some units moved. Among those moving were mainly my war buggy, trying to get at least one shot off on the jet bikes before exploding. I hope he'll crash into the forest or kill the warp spiders or stuff like that. Then I might get my 50 points back. And my Dreadnought went in order to be able to use his less cannon heavy bolter on one of the other jet bikes. Then I've also put these on Overwatch, my Death Skulls, and this one, the tractor cannon, the one painted by Josh. It's beautiful. And so all I can do, no close combat yet. All I can do is use my pulsar rocket, and the Dreadnought will fire less cannon and heavy bolter on the utmost bike, and he will use his heavy plasma gun on maximum power on the first bike. So let's do this first, but only on a 4. I rolled a 1. Typical orc
Hit a
luck to
misfire.
start with. Let's see. Oh, 2 over there, so it's landed there. Then we've got the dreadnought, we've got the less cannon on a 3 on the utmost to hit. Yeah, I hit it. And that's probably the end of your jet bike. Let's see where I hit. 4 is probably the bike itself. I just rolled, it's 3d6 plus 9, so I'm through. I think 1 and 2 is crew. I think either 1 and 2 or 5 and 6 would be the rider, so it's probably the bike. So let's see the result. I've got a 3, probably controls damage or stuff like that. We'll look it up and tell you afterwards. And then I'll use my heavy bolter as well. On a 3 on the same bike. Yeah, I hit it. And now we've got 2 dice. I think we can just 2 in a jam, I think. So we need a recharge marker, jam, and I think we can just remove the bike because 2 hits. Let's see where I hit. 1 and 6, so at least 1 is on the crew. I roll strength toughness on a 2. It's 2, so the biker is slain, and the other one is d6 plus d6 plus the red one.
So it's slain.
d3 plus somewhat. It might have passed the armor once more. So we can remove one bike, otherwise it would crash into the forest or crash into one of the other bikes maybe, but we'll just remove it. And then all we've got left to do is my pulsar rocket. The pulsar rocket will be fired in this direction toward the bikes. I get 12 inches and I may choose an amount between 1 and 10 dice. I chose 6 dice, so the result of this will add 12, and this is where the rocket lands. So it's 10, 19, 20. 20 plus 12 is 32, and this is, I think that's not enough. It's, okay, it's at, let's place the rocket there because you can remove it. Now if you,
Almost direct hit on the bike.
and you can roll, normally you roll at the beginning of Alex's turn, but we don't want to forget it. So the pulse itself, or the radius of it, is determined by rolling 2 dice. It's only in Alex's next turn, unless I roll doubles. If I roll double 2, double 4, or double 6, there will be another pulse. Okay, let's see if I roll double 6. Oh no, it's within 9 inches, but it's not before the beginning of Alex's turn. And that's the end of my shooting. Then there's only the psychic phase left for 2 cards for Alex and 2 cards for me. I don't have a psyker, so this will be quite a short psychic phase.
Yeah, that's a little bit of drawback because I'm the only character with psychic abilities. So you roll only 1d6 as performed by Marcus, and so usually you don't get many force cards or whatever.
No.
So it's not maybe so potent psyker in this battle than usually it would be if you roll 2d6.
I will show you.
But nevertheless.
Look away, Alex. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Then
I won't do anything. You may go first.
like to play Fortune with 1 force card.
Can you store force cards?
No.
Force card lets you shoot 1 weapon, I think.
No, Fortune means that all Eldar within 8 inches, so probably the whole squad, will get a +2 bonus on armor saving throws.
Okay, that's a cheap one. Do I sacrifice a nullify for this one? But Alex probably has got a stronger one left. Okay, I let you have it for the moment.
Great. Then I'd like to play Executioner.
And then I do nullify.
Okay, but
As
only
I
a
don't,
5,
as I don't have a psyker, it's only on 5s. No.
Okay. So I can jump into close combat.
Execute. Yeah. 18
Just
inches.
18 inches. Let's check the distance. And I would like to fight with your captain.
The commando captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Can you
6
parry?
plus, yeah.
Okay, so can I. I'll fight with sword and power X.
I fight with thought and power fist.
Okay.
Okay, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 plus 6 is 12, charging 13, 14.
Okay, I've only got 10, I think. So you've got
Okay,
4 hits.
4 hits with the power fist.
Yep.
2 plus. Oh,
And that,
Hey,
ladies
you
and
got this
gentlemen,
on camera.
is a dice roll that really sucks.
okay.
No, strength toughness, 1 dice, and I've
It
got
was
my
strength
conversion.
toughness already.
Okay,
So 4 hits.
so all I can do is hope for my conversion field
Yeah.
on a 4, otherwise I'm dead. Yeah, I've
Okay.
survived. Pooh.
But now your crew members are blinded
They might be blinded here. We'll have
because
to
of the
roll.
flash.
Hey, they're blinded, but they're alive.
Better blinded.
Okay, I think that's the end of the psychic phase
Mhm.
and your first turn.
Yeah. So.
Okay, guys, that's the end of my first movement phase. To be honest, I haven't moved that much because my warp spiders spent the rest of their turn standing up again because they were
I was really lucky with the
Prone.
pulsar rocket.
they were prone to the ground floor because of the pulsar rocket. My jet bikes, the same, they were scattered throughout the landscape. One was shot by the tractor cannon
Mhm.
because Marcus used his overwatch ability and vaporized one of the jet bikes. So only 3 are left. My Viper moved a little bit around the forest in order to get a view on the Ork warbike. My Guardians, my Army Commander and my Dark Reaper Exarch went on Overwatch inside the wood, still hidden.
We did
Yeah, we did the
blinding
conversion blinding test,
Yeah.
and all except one
This
guy
one is unblinded and
is unblinded, so
The one that was watching away.
they have to check the subsequent turns from the effect what happens more. So-
Alex has suffered heavy casualties in the jet bikes.
Oh,
There's 1 break test I think left, and then we've got to do
but do
our
have
shooting.
Wiggles do a break test? With the
25%.
immune to psychology.
Mm,
But
Okay.
I can just roll 10. It would be too much.
We look
I
it up
think
later.
that Wiggles
Yeah.
are immune, the
Maybe.
crew. Okay,
Thanks for sure. Yeah.
then, and my scouts are trying to hit the Ork weapons and the tractor can in the shooting phase. Of course, they reveal themselves by doing so, but I think it's my best chance to cause some casualties in the Ork.
Okay,
Battle line.
two on them into
Okay.
the heavy
Let's
pass-
start with
custom combi weapon
Yeah.
wielding Death Skulls.
I will hit on a 3 plus
Only
because
to
I
hit,
gain
no strength toughness.
both hit.
Both hit, so technically both of them are dead. I don't know what is your save modifier.
I think it's
No, they've only got flex, so if you've got -1, they are dead. So 2 of them are gone. And I have to do a break test on my army commander. 9 is okay. And now
And
we've
two
got
of them
towards them.
try the 2 crew members of the
Mhm.
tractor can also on 3 plus. So one is dead, one survived.
Okay.
Okay, that were my scouts. Then I've only my Viper jet bike. And it has a targeter. So it will hit on a 3 plus. I'm starting with the less cannon onto the bike.
Mhm.
It hits.
Yep.
Where do I hit? 5.
5 is the war buggy, and it's probably through because I've only got 10 and you've got
Yeah, 3d6 plus 9,
So
so
you can just
a
roll
roll.
wood. Yeah.
Okay, penetrated the armor, and now the result.
Yeah.
is 5.
Oh, 5. The war buggy's engine explodes, killing the crew. The wreck hulls are out of control next turn before coming to permanent hold. Maybe. No, I think I can remove it because I can't harm your troops because there's a wall between. And I think we can remove the pulsar rocket. I didn't roll doubles, so therefore there
Pass.
won't be a second pass.
Has dissipated.
Okay.
Okay,
Make it there.
then I think that's the end of my shooting phase.
Mm-hmm.
And we can go on to the psychic phase because there's no hand-to-hand combat yet.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 cards are dealt, that's quite good for me.
For Alex only, I hope I get energy drain at least,
2,
otherwise
3, 4, 5,
I'll suffer
6.
greatly from him using his executioner once more and only needing 1 card for an executioner.
Great cards this time. So I won't do nothing. Marcus can't do anything as well.
Okay.
I get only nullifiers and demonic attacks.
Okay. And that's the end of Alex's second turn. No,
First turn.
first turn. No break test to be done because nobody's broken yet.
And you check it for the chat box.
Back after the movement of my second turn, and the first thing we did, as you can see, they remained on Overwatch, whereas the first Goth Orks together with, I think, Nob or Scarboy, oh no, it's even a Nob, have arrived on the platform with the next one waiting. They're really excited here, so much potential mayhem and bloodshed. They can't wait, and even surpassed their meat shield because they are so eager to get to grips with the enemy who hasn't turned up yet. My Dreadnought didn't move, he went on Overwatch, although the heavy bolter is jammed, and they remained on Overwatch, and the mechanic remained on Overwatch as well. So the only thing I can do is, and the thing we did first was to roll, and all of the, I think, 5 affected regular guys are still blinded.
It's really amazing.
Rolled
Never-
1 to
never
4 for
played
all of
this
them. They would have been unblinded on a roll of 5 or 6, but I failed all 5 dice rolls. So we've got only the commando captain and 1 of them being able to shoot at the enemy in case he advances towards the platform. And as you can see over there, the last remaining, and I was lucky because they only have a leadership of 7 that the army commander was around. The last one turned. He will auto hit one of them if I roll the right distance, because this is for 10 inches. And this is the strength, and we'll see an auto grab by the tractor cannon, and we'll have to roll for strength as well. Okay, let's do this. So he'll roll the distance, and I think I need 20 inches because Alex was within 16 for short range.
Plus.
So on a 2, come on baby, let's make it more exciting. Yeah.
Okay.
And now you get a strength somewhat hit.
Or a misfire.
Strength 4 hit. You've only toughness somewhat, so it's 3 plus, and then you should be dead. Yeah, 6.
Do they have an armor save?
At -1, I think.
Okay, they have a 6 up armor save.
No, not at
No.
-1. No. Okay, so 1 is down. And my tractor cannon will do the same, but it's an auto hit. I only roll for the strength. If this kills you, you are dead. If you survive, you are dragged half the distance of the strength.
Oh, that's
but
quite
then
nice.
he'll tumble to death because... Okay, let's see. 8, oh that's a lot.
Okay, strength toughness.
Strength toughness is 2 plus. Yeah. And strength 8, no, our safe left, the second one is down. It would have been more theatrically when to
Okay.
die screaming.
And the psychic phase.
Okay, and the psychic phase. I hope for a 1. Oh no, it's a wrong dice.
Yeah.
3. 2 for me, 1 for X. And I hope for 2. 2 nullifies. I didn't get 2 nullifies, that's bad. Verdammte Scheiße. Okay, so Alex, I leave you.
Okay, then I play Executioner once more.
Or coward attempt. Once again against the
commando
commando
captain.
captain.
I think so.
Okay, no, I can't do anything
Okay.
against it. So I can just discard them
Let's
as well.
Do it.
I hope for 3 ones. So that you
Come
pay
on.
for your
Okay,
coward attempt.
5.
So I've got 12 plus 6 weapon skill and charging is 12.
I've got 12.
I've got, and you get 1 from me.
13.
You've got 13, I've got 9, so you've got another 4 hits with
4
your power
times power
fist.
fist. Come on, baby.
I
Once
think
again,
this
4
time-
times a 1.
This time he's probably dead.
Okay, 4 wounds.
4
4 times conversion field, so that the last guy is blinded as well.
Nearly.
No, 2
oh, no.
wounds.
And he's got 2. I might have been lucky because the power fist only deals a single wound.
Yep,
That's the
it's only one
major
wound.
disadvantage.
compared
to the lightning cloud and
or
turnips
something.
or stuff like that. So, just breathe into the camera. Bye bye.
Goodbye,
Executed
boss.
Psychic force.
I won't be able. Last time he was great in our final Storm of Vengeance because I gave him a jump pack.
And you have to roll for the
This
last
time,
unplayed guy.
Yeah, there's one more guy that could
Still.
potentially be blinded now.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. So all are blinded
All
now.
of them are blinded, but just for the moment.
They're never gonna find their way out of this forest.
Okay. And
That's the end of your second
yeah,
turn.
and this was my second turn.
Okay guys, end of the second turn movement phase of the Eldar. The first pincer is moving, as you can see. The 3 remaining jetbacks and the Viper jetbike went on the left flank, trying to swoop around in order to get closer to the landing platform or the support weapons.
And one
My-
even seems to have a shuriken cannon.
No,
Okay.
from model wise, but
Okay.
I told at the beginning they all equipped with shuriken catapults.
Okay.
Then, as you can see over there, my scouts are still confident to eradicate the threat from the support weapons and the heavy weapon. And furthermore, my warp spiders emerge from the warp 12 inches onto the platform. As you can see, unfortunately, one warp spider was killed by a lucky shot by the Gretchens on Overwatch. I think we can remove the marker by now. But now they can fire their famous death spinners in order to kill a lot of orcs.
Yeah.
My guardians and the army commander and the Dark Reaper Exarch remained hidden and on Overwatch. Whereas my second pincer movement from behind Marcus, as you can see, the striking scorpions have emerged from the flank using the strategy card Flank March in order to get close to the heavy weapons inside the wood to kill them for sure next turn. Okay, that was my movement phase. Starting with shooting, my 2 scouts tried to hit the last heavy weapon.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s, is killed.
So he's dead.
And the other 2 tried to hit the crew of the
Tractor cannon.
Yeah, he's dead as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was quite nice. Then
Yeah, and your jetbikes won't have to worry about the custom combi weapons.
And I think I can only do the warp spiders.
Yeah.
Okay, then we use the heavy flame template.
The first one.
Okay, let's say those 4 are under the template.
He's special. Let's do the 2 regular guys first.
Okay, what's the initiative of them?
The Goth boys have got an initiative of 2 only. 2? Yeah.
Okay, then they're killed because they're holy
Okay.
cover. They got a +1, so they can roll, but
Yeah.
hey, they can do their armor save with -2.
No, they don't have armor save left at -2.
Okay, then the Runted initiative.
And he's got an initiative of 3,
Okay, he's killed as well,
but he's got
except he can do his armor save.
with
he's
-2.
gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
And the Gretchen initiative.
It's probably even less.
No, I think they are better.
Gretchen, no, it's initiative 2.
Oh,
But I got a +1 because of holy covered, so he's killed as well.
Maybe super runs.
Okay, that was the first.
If you include Sokrot Watznager, you might get super runs. Yeah.
Then the
Gretchen on steroids.
Okay.
Let's say those 3.
Yeah.
2 orcs. Yeah, but I think they are killed even with a 1. Because of the initiative 2 and they got +1 to the roll because they're covered. And the Gretchen as well.
Okay.
Then the last, he shoots at those.
Okay.
But let's say there's only 2 are fully under the template.
Okay, this one is special because this is the mob.
Okay.
And the mob has got an initiative of 3. So on a roll of 1, you probably... Okay.
Armor save -2.
He's got heavy armor, so he's got a 6+ left.
Oh, no,
Nope.
it's killed.
It's down.
And this one is killed without a roll.
Yeah.
And this one. And this was half on the template, so I won't
Okay.
get a +1. So if I roll a 1, he survives. No. Okay, and then I can jump 6 inches inside the elevator building
Okay.
in order to get out of sight of the Orks and Quetchens.
Yeah.
And this is what makes the Warspellers so great, because they can distribute their movement and even jump longer distances if they desire, but then there's a chance that they will be dragged into the warp and killed by Slaanesh or some other wild demons.
Which adds even more to the high maneuverability of the Eldar. I really should have brought my warbike.
Okay, and that's the end of the shooting phase, and we have to do the psychic phase.
Yep.
So 4 warp cards are dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once more, I'd like to do execution against the scout with 1 force card.
I'll try to nullify, but only on a
5.
roll of 5.
No.
No.
Okay. Do you want to remove it or shall I roll?
You can roll. Perhaps you've got 3 ones. Oh no.
So 6, 12, 13, 14.
So that is a skill of 4,
15.
8.
7 dice, 7 times 2
7
plus
power fists. That's highly likely he won't survive.
5.
Okay, I just remove this one.
Yeah. Okay, that's the end of the psychic phase and the end of the
Lost in the
second
forest,
turn.
blinded and punched in the face by a power fist. What a way to go.
Okay, we're back after the movement of my 3rd turn. Movement phase is done, and as you can see, they tried to get into squad coherency and therefore won't be able to do Overwatch this time, but they will do Overwatch, the 5 last remaining Knobs and Goffs. My army commander is close behind and he ran over there, the Pain Boy. I think these will be shot by these 2, and then we've got no crews left for the 2 for the weapons of the support weapon battery. And over there, my Dreadnought remained on Overwatch. They are a pain in the ass. I couldn't move and shoot at them because they are directly opposite. They just turned and went on Overwatch, or remained on Overwatch, as well as him, my mechanic. So I think, well, don't know if any of them will be able to kill all of them. I think they both suffer heavy losses during the next 2 turns. And some of them luckily gained their sight or regained their eyesight and are now able to fire. Only those looking backwards towards the striking scorpions are still blinded. I can't shoot because all of them have suffered from the scouts. So the only no close combats yet. So the only thing I can do is roll for magic or psychic phase. 3 cards for me and 2 for Alex. But Alex will only need 2 cards probably. Okay. I won't do anything.
Same procedure. Try to play execution against the scout.
Yeah. I can't do anything.
Okay.
So you'll have your executioner and
I fight with the who's
still hoping for 3
Unblinded.
ones. Oh no, that's bad. And I've got one from me. I've
12,
got
13, 14.
8. 8 against 14, 6 hits with a power fist.
5 wounds.
And even with a displacer field, he would probably have been killed. Say which one? Okay, this one. And then we've only got, I can't do anything.
Why? Neither.
And that's the end of my 3rd turn.
Okay. 3rd turn of the Eldar. My jet bikes and skimmers went on slow speed and turned a little bit in order to shoot at the Orks. My scouts remained stationary as well in order to kill the new crew members of the Dractacan, or try to do so.
Okay.
My warp spiders remained hidden for the moment behind the Imperial landing platform. I'll exactly do the Guardians and the command section of the Eldar army. And my striking scorpions managed to leap into the forest, and even 2 of them get
in close combat
close
with the first
to
one.
we can remove the Overwatch marker, get close to the heavy weapon squad. They try to shoot with the heavy bolter but fail to hit. So let's start maybe with the scouts. So 2 shots on 3+ once more. Yeah, 2 of them are killed.
They're down, and the support weapon battery is down.
Okay, then I try to shoot with the 3 jet bikes. They have even a targeter, that's amazing.
Okay, so they hit on 3s.
So 2 hits.
Okay.
And it's a
4 dice.
twinning driven catapult.
So it's 4 dice.
So 4 and 5 hits in total.
So 2 on the first and 1 okay, 2 on the first.
So 5 hits, 2 on the first. It's 24 with toughness, 4 is 4+. 1.
I think he's down because he's
-2.
-2, and I've only got, do the knobs know they've only got 6+. Yep, 1 is down.
Okay, 2 on the second one. No, survived.
Okay.
And 1 on the last one. Yeah, he's killed.
Okay.
Okay, then next my Viper using the Shuriken Cannon.
Okay.
Hits on 3+ as well.
Okay, then I use malfunction. Your weapon is destroyed and I may roll on your weapon damage table if you've got a weapon damage table. I just roll. I hope for a 6. This might be the miracle I've been waiting for. Come on, baby. Come on.
Yeah, but there is no weapon damage table for the Viper.
Okay.
Oh, guess it's disarmed then.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, I use my last cannon. Hits.
Yep.
Strange toughness. No. Oh, he survived the last cannon shot.
Only through the ear.
Okay, then
Flesh wound.
break test.
On the army commander. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
Shooting. Okay, I think this was the end of the shooting phase. And we go on with the close combat phase. Unselect, Okay, remove the fumble. So I've 4 + 6 is
11.
10, 11.
And I've got 9, so you've got
Okay, so
2
2
hits
hits
with your power fist.
Ah.
Both of them, so another one is dead. I'll take this one.
You have to do a break test for them as well.
Yep.
Passed.
I'm moral and now I play energy drain.
Okay, well, the fortune is nullified as well because of the energy drain.
And only go with my final
And
turn.
that's the end of the 3rd turn of the Eldar.
Okay, it's my final turn, and as you can see, I tried to get all of my troops close, but it's probably enough if Alex uses 3 templates on them. I hope that they are on Overwatch, are able to kill at least 1 warp spider. And then we've got my army commander and this one looking in this direction. They are on Overwatch as well. I don't have a marker, but they're facing this direction. Maybe they're lucky if a jet bike passes by. Can't use my cool support weapons any longer, but the dreadnought went away in order to get out of the sight of the Dark Reaper and in order to fire his heavy bolter, and Les Cannon, although only on 6s, into the scouts. 1 final turn, and he moved closer inside the forest and uses his flamer on them. 3 models are covered by the template. So those next charges, we've got 1 close combat, 1, 2 situations of shooting, and that's it. Yeah? Let's start over there. 3 times the flamer, strength 4 against your toughness of 3s on 3+. But you've got great armor, all of them. But you've got, I think it's -2, so you've probably
So
got
5 up armor save.
yeah, 5 up armor saves.
2 are slain.
And 1 might burn on a 4+, I think. Yeah, he burns. So 2 are dead, 1 is burning. And I think this is a break test because he started at Just roll. Yeah, this is great.
Passed.
Okay.
Good enough.
So the second shooting is over there, and I can only hope the red one is the less cannon once more. I don't think I roll a 6. Orcs are not known for their marksmanship. No, it's a 1.
The anti-6.
And this one would be really important, because if this heavy bolter hits, I might
And
wipe.
these cards maybe wiped out completely.
Alex will use 1 victory point, and for
Okay, come on.
come on, maybe a 6. No,
Oh,
nearly.
almost.
Yeah.
The balancing off the
Yeah.
concrete of the
Whizzing sounds of heavy bolter
So,
shells
then we've got
flying by.
One close combat left. You've got 2 dice, and I think you've also got your Mandy
I've got the Mandy Blaster to
first.
hit. No.
So then you've got 2
Shooting
dice
pistol
and
and
1 parry.
chainsword.
2 dice and 1 parry.
So 6.
And I'm -1 for carrying a heavy weapon, so I've got 5.
You get 5. Okay, I got 6 plus 4 is 10, charging
Five.
11.
Yeah, I've got 5.
11, so 6 hits with
With your
chainsword.
chainsword, but your
So
only strings
4
4
plus.
against my toughness 4.
So 4 hits, 4
Mhm.
wounds.
And now he's dead.
And I do a follow-up.
And I do my overwatch. It's on 5 once more. Maybe this time I'm lucky. This time I'm lucky. Now 2 dice.
Come on,
But
pump it.
now, I flamed the others. That's a problem. So I can only kill him. 3 and a gem.
Oh, that's probably enough.
3 heavy bolter shells
3 times
to the face.
2 plus, so 2 hits.
Yeah.
2 times 5
2
on
times
RSF.
minus. Yeah.
Nope.
Shot.
And he disappears in a pink cloud.
A mist of red.
Okay, you can remove the Overwatch. Okay, that's the end of your shooting phase and hand-to-hand combat phase, then psychic phase once more.
So 1 dice. Oh man, and I see. Oh, that's great.
You deal 1.
Best event possible. I don't even care what kind of card it is.
Yay.
But now, on with the reaping. Alex has got 1 turn
Final turn,
left, and this one will be a bloody one for the Orcs. If I don't get 3 bolt pistol shots penetrating the brains of the mob spiders.
Okay, guys, we are back with the last turn of the Elder and, to be honest, the last turn of the game as well. As you can see, I try everything to get closer to my critical mission objective, the center of the landing platform. So my jet bikes and warp spiders emerged, and Marcus shot already his Overwatch, but the Orcs miserably failed to hit any of the warp spiders. But now they get retribution because 2 of these cards can shoot at the Orcs.
Okay.
Hitting on 4+ this time because they are long range. So 1 is hit.
And it's only 6 plus flag armor. Yep.
Okay, break test.
Okay.
On the army commander.
On the army commander. And 9 is enough.
Okay, then my 2 jetbikes, because one of them is jammed, try to hit the Gretchens. So short range +1 with targeter, so I will hit on 2+. No.
Yeah.
Epic!
Orc and Morg.
Yeah, the one time when you don't need double ones,
Then,
obviously you always get
Okay,
double
then
ones.
I use my death spinners,
Okay.
and you can just remove it because
Yeah, but you need to put the template in a way that you don't hit your own
Okay,
models.
so 1, 2, 3. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3, and probably the last one. Yeah.
okay, then the second one.
All the small ones over there.
The
Okay.
second one, killing those 2.
Okay, 1, 2.
And the last one, killing the 3.
But how can you hope to win? I've got more models than you within 3 inches. The 4 spiders are too far away.
No, you have only to check that no enemy models are closer to it than you.
Okay, but I'm still closer.
Yeah. Okay,
Is it this one Gretchen? Will he win the game?
we'll see it after
Okay.
the battle. So you have to take a break test for the
Yep.
Gretchens.
On the army commander and my standard bearer once more. Yep.
Okay.
No, they don't care.
Then I think that's the end of the shooting phase, or should I shoot with the blast gun on the orc?
Can try. Yeah.
But it doesn't make any sense because I can only kill one, so one survives for sure.
Yeah.
And one thing to mention, I went with my
They left the forest.
striking scorpions, which are buffed the half strength of their spot currency into
This
the
will-
deployment zone, denying Marcus his mission, hold the line.
Yeah.
And then we can go on to the psychic phase.
Okay, one last dice roll. I hate it. I
Six.
already knew. Yeah. And we'll see several more executioners.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And this.
Okay, rubbish only. Alex, we go first.
Now maybe I can execute the question with the execution.
No, not with its range.
If it's in
We
range,
got a
it's
range of 18.
Of 18, I think
Yeah.
that's not enough. Maybe let's check it.
No.
No, then I kill one of these
Okay.
with one force cut.
You try to kill. You can.
Do I nullify it?
No, I won't do so. I got 3 dice.
Okay, 5 plus 6 is 11, charging 12.
And I've got 10 to it with the power fist. Come on, double once. No. Okay,
One more
round.
skilled, break test.
How many
Another
have
one
I
gets
left?
punched in the face.
3 left. 2 left. Okay.
Oh, they're broken.
Yeah, but they are already in cover.
But they're, I think, removed because it's the end of the game.
Okay.
If they're broken troops
Calm,
at the end,
right.
you can't rally them.
Because we would have had 1 rally phase left. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Uh,
Anything else?
yeah. Then, no, I think it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I would have had to think.
Okay.
That's the end, and we'll be back with a short conclusion.
Okay, we're back with a short conclusion of the battle.
Okay, congratulations, Alex.
Thanks a lot. Marcus, we just calculated the victory points. It was really incredible. Marcus didn't score a single victory point, so all of my squads or squadrons or characters survived, or were above their half strength. So not a single victory point. I even denied Marcus his victory points because of the movement of these striking scorpions into his deployment zone. And I got 6 or 7.
You've got 7 victory points. No, you've got 8 victory points. 7 regular ones plus 1 for the scouts inside the bunker. And
even
you
if,
might even, it's up to the debate, might even have scored another 5 or 6.
because I could have jumped with the rock spiders because they allowed a total distance of 18 and I only jumped onto the platform in my last turn to use their death binner, so there could be even 5 points more for the calculation.
Yeah, in the beginning I was really happy about the performance of the orcs, but my orc army was no opponent for a highly maneuverable Eldar force. All of them managed to get out of sight of my heavy weapons, and most of the Eldar are able to do precise strikes, a precise surgery, removing the most potent from a large distance, like the Psyker from over there, the scouts with their needle sniper rifles from over there, or even in the beginning, the Viper removing my only highly mobile unit, the war buggy. And then there were highly dangerous units left, like this one, who had a custom shooter. He could have been able to deal 6, because there's 2 sized and fire dice, 6 strengths, 10 hits, maybe even damaging a warwalker, stuff like that. But he was far too way.
It's not mobile enough.
Yeah.
And for me, first of all, it was a real pleasure to play on this great battlefield. And from unit-wise, I would say that my scouts performed really well. We often use scouts, and normally they almost in every battle get shot or
Flamed by a passing land speeder.
or evaporated by some kind of blast marker weapons. But this time they really killed all the crew of the support weapons and the 3 custom combi shooters of Marcus, and even held their strength with 5 out of 7 in the end.
Yeah.
The second very good unit were the warp spiders. If you have witnessed by yourself, if you have watched the battle report, which you should have done, of course, by now, because of the heavy flame and the low initiative of the Orks and Gretchens, so it was an instant kills with their heavy flamer templates, their death spinners. And my last unit, which I would like to comment on, was the Warlock, of course. He held the Blood Axe commanders at bay, so they didn't dare to charge out of their forest, and even killed step by step the commando captain and the members of the Blood Axe squad.
Yeah, the Blood Axe were unlucky. They were blinded most of the time. I think they would have been good at throwing frag stick bombs maybe into approaching if they had left the forest. They would have been great at close combat. Maybe they would have been able to fire at the striking scorpions appearing at the rear, but they were blinded most of the time. So the conversion field is really a dangerous piece of equipment. What a walkie card, we played wrong so far.
And I think it was some kind of deathlock because no one has the courage to went into the open because he was well aware that either the Blood Axe commanders would have killed the Guardians or the Guardians were killed by the Blood Axe commanders.
I think I would have dared to advance with a Gobsmasher because of the battle cannon plus heavy plasma gun plus heavy bolter, and he might have inflicted some damage before the Dark Rebixer would have been able to destroy it.
Yeah, but I think, as Marcus mentioned already, that the Eldar force was really highly mobile, and I was attacked from every angle of the battlefield, from my scouts, from the jet bikes, from my Psyche, and from my striking scorpions on this end. So it was quite a mighty.
I might have fared better in a larger game where I have some Storm Boys, Boar Boys, and stuff like that. But they are too expensive to be included in the small.
Yeah, I think Storm Boys would be nice today because they would be really mobile and.
I think from the table setup, you probably could have also played up to 1750 points. I don't think it was too crowded with terrain.
And we normally take more heavy war machines, so we
but
don't use these many regular infantry normally.
But this time I really want to try to focus on basic troops like the jet bikes or Guardians, not too much of the fancy stuff like anti-craft weapons or
they really did
and
well
fire
after,
systems and so on.
Yeah, they did have their share of the battle.
Yeah.
So while there's probably more powerful units in the Eldar Codex, I think you did use the jetpacks really well. And their maneuverability really showed. I mean, you went half over the table and then went back right onto the center of the battlefield to fulfill the mission objective. So
I think the only other army which is as maneuverable are the Dark Eldar. Tyranids have got some gargoyles and are fast, but not that. But the Dark... this would be a nice battle between Eldar and Dark Eldar one day.
I wonder how you would have fared with some more units that could go fast, like the Storm Boys, or maybe even a small squadron of attack bikes. Not just one, but maybe 3 or 4. But yeah, we'll see in the future battle report. I'm pretty sure the Eldar and the Orks will have a go at each other again.
Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the battle and catch you next time.
Especially
Bye.
as the warlord has survived. Oh.